Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Tuesday, April 14th, 2020, and we are continuing with our global week. Here during this week at Clover Ridge, we are kind of traveling around the world from the comfort of our own home, and today we are going to travel to another continent. I would like you to greet someone at home today with a fist bump, but Mrs. Peterson also wants to greet each one of you this morning because I forgot to do that yesterday. So I'm going to greet each one of you. As you hear your name, maybe you can give yourself a fist bump this morning as you hear your name. So listen up. Good morning, Gavin. Good morning, Logan. Good morning, Kendrick. Good morning, Nahima. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Henry. Good morning, Ibrahim. Good morning, Mason. Good morning, Anissa. Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, Ian. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Harper. Good morning, Mazen. Good morning, Addison. Good morning, Iris. Good morning, Desiree. Good morning, Max. Good morning, Macy. Good morning, Clara. Good morning, Willow. Good morning, Neela. Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, Carter. And good morning, Isaac. I hope each one of you has a great Tuesday. Here is your partner share question of the day. What is your favorite way to travel? And here are just some options. You don't have to choose one of these, but here are some options. Do you like to walk? Do you like to ride a bike? Maybe drive in a car? Or even fly in an airplane? Mrs. Peterson's new favorite way to travel is flying in an airplane. I thought it was pretty great. As we travel to a new continent today, we are going to go to the continent of Asia. And in Asia, here are all of the different flags that are part of Asia. So many, many different flags from around the world listed on here. And some of these are Asian flags. Here are just a few fun facts about Asia. Asia contains around 30% of the world's land. However, they have about 60% of the world's population. So a lot of people living in a small area. The highest point on Earth is actually found in Asia, which is at the top of Mount Everest. The lowest point is also in Asia, and this is called the Dead Sea. Asia is the only continent that shares borders with two other continents. It shares a border with Africa and also with Europe. Sometimes, I thought this was really interesting, it shares a border with North America, but that only can happen in the winter because ice will form in the Bering Sea and then it will connect Asia to North America. Pretty cool. Asia is home to many interesting animals, and we learned about most of these animals when we did our continent around the world travel when you were in Mrs. Peterson's class with the giant panda, the Asian elephant, the tiger, that camel, the Komodo dragon, and even the king cobra. Many cool animals. China and India are the two largest countries in the world by population. China is number one with over 1.3 billion people that live in China. And India is number two, very close with 1.2 billion people. The third largest country in the world is right where we live here in the United States, and we have just over 300 million people. So a lot, but not anywhere near China or India. A couple of fun activities if you are looking for an extra craft that you could do today. I found these ones, and you might have some of these materials laying around at home. The first one is a paper fan that you could make out of a paper plate and a couple of popsicle sticks. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't have popsicle sticks at my house, but we could come up with something else. Maybe you could use straws, maybe you could use plastic silverware, maybe you could use sticks from outside. You could be creative, but it looks like taking a paper plate, cutting it in half, and then designing on there. The middle picture is doing a cherry blossom painting. Cherry blossoms are beautiful trees that start blooming in the spring. And so they took a clothespin and a cotton ball and just painted some tree branches and then made the cherry blossom flowers using a cotton ball and kind of dipped it in the paint. The last one is a Chinese New Year shaker. Again, this is with paper plates and maybe a stapler or some glue. It looks like maybe a popsicle stick again, but you could use something else. And inside, they filled it with noodles or beans or something, and you can put two of them together and then shake, 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 and maybe have a little parade today. Be very fun. Don't forget to check out on Epic. Mrs. Peterson has put together a global week book list collection for you. So lots of different books from around the world, and you can check those out on Epic. The last thing Mrs. Peterson has for you today, boys and girls, is a few reminders for the week. The first thing, remember, this is week 2 of using our student work slides. This can be found in your Google Classroom. You need to look for week of April 13th. Last week, I had 15 students turn those in, so thank you so much if you finished those and turned those in. I still have a few from last week that didn't get turned in, so if you just forgot, no big deal. Go ahead and turn it in from last week and then continue to use the student slides from this week. Also, each week you have a Raz Kids assignment. Now, most groups have 3 options. They need to listen, they need to read, and they need to take the quiz. Boys and girls, if all 3 options are listed for you, you need to do all 3 options or the assignment is not complete. Some reading groups have just reading and just a quiz. So if those are your options, you need to do both of the options or the assignment is not complete. I have a few students who are listening and then taking the quiz, and it's showing up as incomplete because they didn't read. So remember to do all of the steps that are listed on your weekly Raz Kids assignment. And the last announcement is that the PE, Mr. S and Mrs. Ryan have created a Google Classroom, and I believe that will begin this week. So if you haven't already seen that, there is a link on the distance learning page where you can find more information about that. All right, boys and girls, I hope that you have a great Tuesday, and I hope that you have fun today traveling to Asia and learning more about another country. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.